Well, how y'all doing today? I hope y'all are having a blessed day. So this is a wall rant. I'm going to call it a wall rant. Because I thought the worst problem I had with Wal-Rant was not getting all my order in once in a while. And I'd have to call them and report that something didn't get there. And I've even had, it's happened so often that I've even had associates that I was talking to on the phone say, well, then you just want us to take your word for it. You want us to start a return, just take your word for it. And I'm like, I got better things to do than be on the phone with you over a dozen eggs and a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread that didn't even show. Heck, those are your staples. You never said that it was unavailable. It just didn't show. Now, I thought that was the worst of my problems with them. Watch your apps. If you get your groceries through them, watch your app. Although in my case, it didn't matter what my app said. The associate I was talking to said her screen showed something totally different. See, I pay monthly with them. They have two plans. One is yearly, one is monthly. And I pay monthly with them and have been for almost 2 years now. Okay? So somebody decided to put me on the annual plan of $98 and some odd cents when I was already paid. I'm already paid on the monthly plan to May 20th. All right? This caused an overdraft in my bank account. That, and there was one for $1.98. Have no idea who those people are. Never heard of them before in my life. But both caused an overdraft fee each of $20. Okay? So I got an email from them and the bank, and I called them. I said, I never authorized none of that. They froze up my account. I had to wait till they sent me a new card. Now, if I wanted it quick, I had to pay money for it. Now, how was I going to do that when my account froze up? Yeah. So I had to wait like 7 to 10 business days to get that. Meanwhile, I had to dispute it, and I had to submit as much evidence as I possibly could. And the dispute wasn't going to be settled to the 6th. Okay, so my account was frozen till I got my card. Got that on the 4th. But all my funds weren't there. So they went through with the dispute, wasn't going to be solved to the 6th. Okay, that's the day after my rent is due. So this morning I called, and I won the dispute, and everything has been added back to my account. So today I can go out and get a money order for my rent, because all the funds are available. Meanwhile, I've been charged $25 late fee. Now I'm going to pay that. I'm going to go out today and pay that. Get a money order for that and pay it, and hopefully that'll be it. It's unfortunate that these things happen. The woman, of course, the associate at Walmart, was not going to admit any kind of fault whatsoever. I said, yeah, but you do see that I'm paid up to May 20th, right? She said, yeah. You do see that a charge for the annual fee was taken out, right? She said, yeah. I said, well, what can be done about that? She said, I can cancel it, but I can't refund it to you. I said, well, somebody's going to refund it because I never authorized it to come out of my bank. Now, I'm not trying to bring any drama to the table. I'm just trying to let people know that if you get your groceries through them, keep an eye on it. Because I had my app open and right in front of me. And what she had on her computer supposedly said something totally different than what I was looking at. Anyway, it's been resolved. I called the office yesterday, got the answering service, and she didn't seem to want to go into great detail about anything, and she said, I'll just tell them your card was frozen. Oh, great. Meanwhile, like I said, they've charged me $25 on top of my rent. Now, I pay a great deal of rent here, and I'm on a very limited income. And I think given the circumstances, they should have a little bit of grace, but that is the way it is. Management here is not friendly. They are not. A couple times a week, they'll walk up and down the I don't know if you call it a parapet or what, like a prison guard in a prison, all right? And now, when a lot of people that lived here before were struggling because of the shut-in, I call it a shelter-in-place, the Wuhan, and a lot of people lost their jobs because people stopped going out and stuff. Well, what a lot of them did was they couldn't afford to keep their vehicles registered and insured. Now, you have a parking place here. They're not assigned, but there's plenty of parking here. So at least 2 or 3 people couldn't afford to keep their car registered or insured anymore. So they were just waiting until they could recover, get back on their feet, and re-register their vehicle. Well, when new management come in and took over, she said, no, it's got to be registered and insured. And she had about 3 of them towed out of here. All right? People that were just looking to get back on their feet to where they could register and insure their vehicles again. Of course, she charged them for that, no doubt. She wasn't going to pay that. So I think, if you're in a place where you're renting and you got bad management, overbearing, boisterous, or the extreme opposite where, you can't even get maintenance, it doesn't matter how nice of an area you live in or how nice your place is, you're going to get pretty miserable living there. And I must say I'm not happy living here anymore. So I'm definitely going to be looking to get out. I have checked into some low-income elderly housing, senior housing, and there is a waiting list 2 to 3 years in some of them. So y'all wish me the best of luck. It's unfortunate that it's happened, but I'm going to handle up on it and get it out of the way. And hopefully I won't hear no more about it. Now, I was told that I had to pay by a postal money order by the old management. When new management come in and it come time to renew my lease, I talked to her about direct deposit. This place is so adequated, it does not have direct deposit. Otherwise, it just come out of my check. Now, in this case, nothing could have been done about it. But I am paying almost $20 a month, okay? And that's a lot when you're on a limited income, to get me someplace where I can get me a postal money order. And when I talked to the new management about that, never once did she ever say I could pay by check. All right? Never once. I learned that I could pay it by check by other neighbors that lived here who said they have been paying their rent by check forever. So I'm going to look into getting me some checks. That will save me $20 a month. Every little bit helps, people, when you're on a limited income. I'm a disabled senior. I am on a limited income. I don't appreciate the fact that new management didn't tell me that I could pay by check. Also, this is what they call straight-out market. You can't get any aid to stay in your apartment here. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking on getting out of here. Poor management. Poor management is just screwing everything up. Everywhere. Not just here. I mentioned it in another video that my son works for a place that they're losing people left and right. They won't pay him a decent wage. and they're expecting the managers to come in. Most managers are on salary and cover for everybody that's quitting because they won't pay them a decent wage. I think that's wrong. I think that's very wrong. People who are exercising poor management in these places ain't ever going to keep anybody. All right, we're going through a time right now where the economy is messed up. I think we're in a depression. I don't think they need to hide it. We are in a depression. Food chain and supply chain is being disrupted. I just read on Google today where they have recalled about 120,000 pounds of beef because of E. coli, and that it is going to affect us nationwide. That we might want to start looking for alternatives right now. What would that be? Pork, chicken? Price of that's going to go sky high. Heads up. You might want to look into that. Read up on it. But they're telling people don't buy any beef because they're still trying to recall it all. Yeah, that's going to put the price of everything else up. Like we needed that. So anyway, I'm already looking into trying to get into something that's subsidized, that goes by income, and I'll get through this. Of course, I think a little grace, given the circumstance, would have been nice, but it's not going to happen here. Anyway, heads up on your app if you should get your groceries from them, right? I don't know. Every once in a while they feel a need to change their app, and I don't know if it messes things up, if it's a glitch in the system or what. But if you're on a limited income, something like that will mess you up. So heads up on that, and heads up on the beef recall. I think it was hamburger. Anyway, this kind of stuff happens, and I'll handle up on it, and I'll be all right. So, but heads up on that, people. All right? Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.